everyone. Welcome back to Just Another BL Podcast, episode 5 and part 2 of Recasting. With that being said, happy Pride. I hope you enjoy the video and let's begin.
Okay, so for my country, you gave me Japan, and for the show I picked Three Will Be Free. And this one's a little different from other shows because I feel like other shows at least have they always have one main couple, but they usually at least have a few side couples that also get a significant, not like a ton of time, because some side couples don't get that much, but they still get a good amount, or there's more than one. But this one just has one throuple. It kind of has a side couple with Jenny and Gun's smile, their
yes.
thing, but not really. So I just have I have 3 main people, and then the rest are technically supporting characters. But I feel like this show doesn't get enough attention, and it's a good show, and it's the first throuple polyamorous show that I ever encountered through the BL, Thai BL,
I only know 2, and this is one of them. And Unforgotten Night has one with the bodyguards,
Yeah.
and that's it. That's all I know.
Side note, that popped out of nowhere. The shower scene. I recently rewatched that last week. I rewatched that. I went down because they're officially a couple in real life. So I went down the rabbit hole of watching their actual moments, and then I was like, I might as well just rewatch the show. I rewatched the show, but that pops out of nowhere. Always, it gets me every time.
It doesn't even hint.
There's nothing.
It's surprise. It was the next surprise that they had was oh, they're married. They're married to each other, all 3 of them.
Yeah.
And I was wait, what?
Yeah.
That wedding?
And that one was they pop up, and then they're just tiny blip in the story. But 3 Will Be Free, this is the main, this is what the story's about. So I love, yeah. Okay, so for the first person, Mew, I think that's how they say it. I haven't rewatched the show in a while, but Mew, who is the girl in the throuple, to play her, I chose Ari Myra, who is Tori Rin which is Bless You. So I chose her to be the woman. Because I feel I don't know, she just has I know in the show she plays more of a cutesy, in her show, Bless You, she plays more a cutesy character, but I can see her being a badass like Mew is in 3 Will Be Free. So I chose her. And then to be Shin, who is Tae's character in the show. Love Tae. We love Tae in this household. I chose Suzuki no Uyuki, who is Ichiro in K X Yaku Dangerous Buddies. But I chose the dark-haired police officer from that show to be Tae. Because I think he in that show, he plays a kind of brutish fighting police officer, but he also is so baby girl. And I feel Tae's character in 3 Will Be Free is, to me, he's so baby girl. I just want to protect him because he's so innocent. He just falls in love. You know what I mean? I want people to treat him right, and he's so easily mistreated in the show. So I think he can portray baby girl. Last but not least for the throuple is Neo, just big man. I chose Nishigaki Sho, who is Shintaro from Minato Shojin Coin Laundry. But I think he could play, Neo's supposed to be taller than both of them, kind of an imposing aura, and able to take charge. And he definitely has that vibe about him. So I chose him as Neo for the throuple. And then my supporting roles, I'm going to start with the next, what I would call the only other couple in the show, which is Jenny and P Gun. This one was hard for me to do because I love Jenny so much, and I wanted someone that was going to respect her. I keep calling her Jenny. Her character's name is May or something like that.
I was
saying Jenny.
Jenny's the actual person, but I was okay, I just
May's character, who is Jenny. I chose Kuriyama Chiaki, who is Rion, which is the sister in K times Yaku Dangerous Buddies. And she is such a badass, fierce woman and independent in that show. So I think that she could portray May, Jenny's character, very well. Because May has to go through so much mistreatment and just kind of take it, and then ends up snapping at the end. I'm not going to give any spoilers for people who haven't watched it, but they have to be able to portray like suffering, but strength, like perseverance, but
Yes.
also being traumatized, because at the end, May is traumatized.
I always feel bad for her character.
Me too.
She deserves so much more.
Yeah. And it wasn't like she's not a bad her character in the show wasn't a bad person, but just like her surroundings drove the decisions she made, and those decisions were not correct decisions. They weren't like the best decisions. And
Yeah.
like it wasn't her fault. It was kind of all because of her surroundings. Kind of forced her to make these bad decisions. For her partner, who was Gun Smile's character, I chose Kanechika Daiki, who is Asato from More Than Words, which
Yes.
is the like new boyfriend that comes in at the end and is way better than the other guy. And I chose him because I love Gunsmile so much. And I feel like a lot of shows that he's in, he's always the comedic relief, and he doesn't get a lot of lines. He's always just kind of there, but he has such a presence, even when he has no lines. But in Three Will Be Free, he got like an actual storyline, and his character got depth. And he, like, that character is very caring and very empathetic and quick to like get attached, and I feel like that is that's like almost Asato to a T, kind of. And so I feel like I know he can portray this kind of character, so I chose him. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I have 5 other ones that I kind of chose. I think I said the characters that I chose, I didn't know who to choose because this show is so hard to choose who to be, like, recast, because we really just have like the main throuple, and then everybody else is a supporting character, but a lot of them have important roles within the plot, and like so they impact the plot, so I didn't know who to choose, so I just chose people that were on the show poster, the TV show poster, and that's how I made my list. Just like everybody knows, nobody come for me because not everybody's on this list. It's the poster. Okay, so for the next one, which is phone
Mhm.
I think that's how you say it. I chose Machida Keita, which is Kurosawa from Cherry Magic. Yeah, yeah. We gotta have him here. I feel like there's some Japanese actors that they're so good that they could fit any role, so they're gonna show up on the list. No matter what show I chose, they were gonna be on the list because they're good actors. He's one of them. And then next, PP, who is Top Tap's character,
Yes.
if you remember him. I also love Top Tap. Like, as an actor, his acting he's also so cute, and he needs to chill on his TikToks and his dancing because it's a lot. I have a lot of them saved. No, I don't. Maybe. So I needed somebody that I feel because I feel like no matter how serious Top Tap is, he's always got a little twinge of cuteness. Like, and that makes you, no matter how good or bad of a character he's portraying, it always kind of puts you on his side just a little bit. At least you're willing to hear him out. So I had to get somebody that I felt could also portray that kind of feeling as an audience member watching it. And so I chose Oku Tomoya, which is Asuka from Minato Shouju Coin Laundry, which is the like eventual best friend from high school.
Yeah.
And he has a crush on the other shop owner. But he's such a tease in this show. Like in Coin Laundry, he was such a tease because he did things to upset the other characters on purpose just to get a reaction out of him because he knew he could.
I love that though.
Yeah, and that's what I needed. So I chose him. And then for Luang, I chose Kurayuki, which is Nasaga from I Didn't Think I'd Fall in Love. Or he's also in I Just Want to See You. He's in both of those shows. So I put like both of them on here. Depending on which one. He kind of has the same vibe in both of them. Longingly and painfully loving someone from a distance. He doesn't really have that vibe in the show, but I feel like just as an actor, he could take on this kind of emotional, like, intense role. Because a lot of these in this show, it's kind of an intense show, really.
Yeah,
There's
it
a lot
really
of like gunfights and fighting and like family drama and money and stealing and like just criminal stuff in the show. So I think he could take on that kind of role. For Leo, who is Pod's character, who is Neo's big brother, I chose Kimura Tatsunari, who is Togawa from Old Fashioned Cupcake, which is the younger brunette or like dark haired one of the two that like won't give up. And I haven't really seen him in anything other than that, but I loved his acting in that. And just from what I've seen in that show, I feel like he could be a good actor, you know? He's a flexible actor who could take on different roles. So I kind of want to see him in something like this. A lot of Japanese BL, it's either like really, really intense or it's fluffy.
Yes.
And so I feel like a lot of these actors, I've seen them in fluffy roles, and this is kind of an intense show. So I'm really I would want to see them play the opposite of what I've seen them play so far. That's why I chose him for that one. And then the last one, Sia Thana, which is Shin's dad. So the guy from our throuple. I did Kitadai Takashi, who is Roy Kiyoda from Dangerous Drugs of Sex. If you've seen that, anybody's seen that. He's the doctor who inflicts most of the things that are taking place in that movie. And I needed somebody who has kind of like an imposing but like strong, fatherly, like strict, kind of stoic, rigid feel to them. And he gives me that. So I chose him for this role.
He scares me.
Yeah. He's also a very good actor. Like, no matter what anybody says about that movie, whether it's their taste or not, the actors were phenomenal in that movie to be able to act what that movie is about. I would be just watching it, like just thinking about it made me uncomfortable. And like I watched the behind the scenes and like I was I don't know how they're so professional. You're strong for choosing this.
For KinnPorsche or
Yeah.
Okay, so here's what happened. As I said last time, I was gonna do either Color Rush or KinnPorsche. I realized this really quickly that there is no young adult actors that I could put in Color Rush. I really wanted to do Color Rush. I found one project that had people that look like they could be in high school still. And literally there's only 4 characters and I needed 5. And I was like, I could just pick a random person off the show and be like, you're it. You're this person. I really thought about that, but I feel like that was cheating a little bit. I also realized there was only 5 actual characters credited in the show. And I was like, that's not enough to like do a full thing with. Because like I saw yours and yours had like 9 or something on it. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this big one, even though I'm like, why did I do this to myself halfway through? I was literally like halfway through and I was like, I should just give up. I should just go back to Color Rush.
This had to have been so much fun though.
I don't know if you've seen what I put on here yet.
I haven't yet. So I'm gonna be going into this blind. I'm very excited. I've seen the first slide now that's up, but like
yes. So all of my decisions on these are based on something that I've thought of. And with that being said, I will try to get these names right. I try to get their English names as much as possible because I was like, if I mess this up.
I mean, you heard mine. I was speaking. I don't even know what that was. It wasn't Japanese.
So that's what you put pictures up with. KinnPorsche. We have the lead characters, which is Kinn and Porsche. So I have for Kinn, I have Aaron Lau, and for Porsche, I have Hank Wong. So they are from
Beloved in House.
There you go. So, okay, here's the reason why I picked them. One, I was going to go with physical appearances at first, then I realized that was going to happen. And then I realized I really loved, like Kinn's very sporadic in some places.
Yeah.
So I was like, who else could fit?
This fits. This actually does fit. And like also like at least from Beloved in House, I don't know, they're like humor is similar. Or like the way they treat their partner and like it's similar. Like they tease their partner in a kind of like strict but teasy way. I don't know how to say it.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to figure out. So I'm like, how am I? Because
I get it. I feel it. I feel the vibe you're putting down.
Yes, I was like, they have the same vibe, they have the same like thing, but it's just like it's not like copy paste or like different. It's like, I guess it's like different font, same words.
Yeah.
So and then,
which is exactly what we want. We're just recasting in a different country for the same show, so it's perfect.
And then for Hank, I feel like his character really fits Porsche. I don't know why. I was like, this and Like them, like, oh my god, I saw them and I was like, this makes so much sense, and I hope you understood.
Yeah,
Like,
they both have like they just appear so normal, and then after you get to know them, they're weird.
yes, very much so.
Like Porsche character is like when you first meet him in the show, he's so suave and attractive and seductive. And then a few episodes later, he's dressed up as a fish in a pond. Like he's so weird.
Yes. Oh my god, can you imagine him in the mermaid costume?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, I wasn't even thinking about that scene. Now let's go to Vegas, Vegas and Pete. So
This one's interesting.
yes, very
This
interesting.
is so different.
Okay, so let me explain how I got to them. So Vegas will be played by Max Lin, and Pete will be played by Shin Cheng Son.
Zhuang?
So the reason why I picked this is because I wanted to see them in something different, completely different. But I also could see Max be a really good Vegas.
That would be the like most different because Shi Cheng's character in Plus and Minus is like slightly tortured anyway because he like had one-sided feelings for so many years, and like Pete is kind of tortured in the show, so they have like at least some similarities. But like Max's character from Plus and Minus is nothing like Vegas, so this would be very cool to see him do a completely different character.
Yes. Okay.
I feel like he has the like intense, like he has the capability of having the intensity in his like face of doing it, like his eyes. I feel like he could do it.
Yes, that's one of the reasons why I picked him, because of his eyes. I was like hoping, I was like, oh, I was like thinking about, I'm like, is this the right choice? I don't know. I think I'm very happy with this. This is actually the couple that took me the longest to pick.
I'd be very excited to see this.
I think it took me at least 2 hours to finally be like, yes, this is the couple I'm picking. There was actually 2 other people that I was thinking of, but then I was like, no, I really want to see this happen.
I feel like Shi Cheng could get me to cry. He would play a very emotionally intense Pete.
Yeah, I
feel like he could really pull that off. Like from the depths of him, he could, like, I don't know. It'd be very intense.
Yeah. Oh my god. So yes, that's that. Oh my god, the stress of like having this pick. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. Am I really doing this? Okay, and then the next one. So we have. So this is a little bit like I was thinking about it. I was like, I don't know about this one, but then I saw them and I was like, yeah, I can see this.
What are these ones from?
These ones are from About You.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Here's the reason I picked them. One, because they're the youngest people that I could find to play Che. And I needed someone to like have. You can't see in this picture, but like Andy's very cute, and I love him so much.
What do you mean I can't see from this picture? I can clearly see he's cute in this picture.
So yes, Kim will be played by
Shouting.
Yes, and then Che would be played by Andy Hung. There was this TikTok when I was building these characters up, and it was about Ting, and I was like, oh my god, he gives me very much Kim vibes. And I was like, I'll have to send it to you. I have to send you the TikTok, because I was memorized by this boy. I was like, oh, you might be 3 years younger than me, but I appreciate you. So yes. And they're already a pairing. And the next one's a little bit more crazier. We have Kun, and I picked Anson, and I wish I had a better picture of why I picked him, but he's an amazing actor. I really wanted him to in a better, like, funnier role.
What one was he from?
Anson, he was from History 4? History 3?
Oh, okay. He looks so different in that picture.
Right?
Okay.
That's why I was like, I should.
Oh yeah. He could kill that character.
I literally was like, who can play Kun's character the way I envisioning it?
Mm-hmm. They have a similar build too.
Oh yes, they do.
He's really thin since he's a model, but they have like a similar because they're both kind of tall and slender.
Yes. So yeah, I picked him for that. That and like I just love his hair. His longer hair, I should say. Next one we have Macau as Lee Zen Hao. Again, another person from About Youth. Honestly, he looks so cute. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's so adorable. Which Macau kind of like. I feel like he doesn't get to showcase. There isn't a whole lot of Macau in the show, but like he's supposed to be adorable, like a little bratty adorable because he's like a younger brother, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a good choice.
I think he fits perfectly with who his brother's supposed to be. So, and then now we have Tay and Time, which is you and Sam. Tay being you, Time being Sam. I don't know if I need to explain more, but I really think that they would pull it off, especially his character as Tay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yes, period. That's it. That's all I need. Just them. I would also want to see just like you being more like expressive in his outfits, and I just want to see him in heels. Honestly, I just want to see him in those like boots that he wears. Oh my god, so iconic. So yes. Okay, so this time I try to keep it with all my characters being a part of BL because last time I didn't. So these last two or the next two were so hard for me to pick. Because I was like, I'm not gonna take anyone from anywhere else. There was certain people that I was like, oh, this would be good, but I was like, no, I'm gonna stick to the plan. So I stuck to the plan. So we got Big as Bernard He, and I believe he is from History One Obsessed.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And then I didn't want to kill this person.
I love Wayne.
I love him too. I think he's always in cameos anyway. And like Ken's character is basically
it was perfect though because I loved Perth as much as I love Wayne, and I need the same emotional connection to them when they get killed. You know what I mean? I need to feel the same amount of betrayal. So this is perfect. Also, Wayne is so attractive.
Really is. Look at that photo. Oof.
I know. That's a good photo.
Oh my god. So yes, that's my victim. I was like, I just wanted to be on another show. And I don't want him to be sad anymore. He's always fighting someone. But like if he dies, it counteracts because his partner died in the so I was like, I feel weird about that.
They can be together in heaven.
Yes. And then very last one was super easy for me to pick. Taiwan as Dan Lee. As you know, he's also a part of I Do. He is the third person.
Yeah, I guess he was like, I don't know. I still think he's the bad guy, but he's supposed to be like, they tried to redeem him at the end. And like, he was supposed to be the one that helped like push their relationship forward. He didn't have to do all that. He did a little much. But
so yeah, those are part of my KinnPorsche. As I said, I didn't put the dads because I didn't want to. I was like, no, not dealing with dads.
You did like the major and minor families. So you did like the main cast of what KinnPorsche is about.
There was so many other people that I was like, because I was like, should I do Tem because technically he's really close and intertwined.
And you could have done like the main bar person who's like,
that
would have been fun.
I was actually gonna put her in, but I just couldn't find a person that was like as funny as her. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. So yeah,
I love this. This is great.
The stress is off of me now. You know, we've been holding on to this like concept for like 2 weeks.
I know. It was so much fun though. And that's it for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope you had as much fun listening as we did making this list for you guys. And we challenge you to pick your own favorite show and your own favorite country and recast it and put it in the comments below. Or if you want to argue about something that we recasted, please let us know how you feel. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And catch us next week where we will talk about our top 5 most overrated, overlooked shows and top 5 most emotional. Thank you.